No, we're not.
Listen, Knicks are being smart. Let's see if they can stick to the plan. Dolan will never let them stick to the plan, but these aren't bad moves.
I just have no words, man. I literally do not have any words to say. The nightmare that is the New York Knicks is truly a living nightmare. Like it's just the things you think could happen to the Knicks, the possibilities you think that can happen to the Knicks, this shit just happens, man. Like, everything that happens, it's like, really? Like, really? Now, a month and a half ago, I made a video. We heard reports, Kevin Durant's definitely coming to the Knicks. It's a 95% chance Kevin Durant's coming to the Knicks. He's bringing Kyrie. It's going to be KD. Knicks might get the number 1 pick. We about to get Zion. Now, I knew that wasn't going to be a 100% possibility because the NBA draft lottery is random. So I knew for a fact that there's a huge possibility we don't get Zion. So I wasn't banking on Zion. But a top pick nonetheless, Kevin Durant and maybe Kyrie or Kemba. Preferably, in my opinion, Kemba, because Kemba's more quiet than Kyrie. And Kyrie, we saw the toxic relationship he had with the Celtics. But you come into free agency, and I know Kevin Durant has a torn Achilles. And soon as free agency starts, Kyrie to the Nets, Kevin Durant to the Nets. You got people on Twitter saying Kevin Durant's going to announce he's going to the Knicks. You got people on Twitter scheming me, giving me all this catfish information, saying Kevin Durant in 1 hour is going to announce he's signing with the Knicks. Don't play with my emotions like that. I had to unfollow some people on Twitter because y'all niggas get me tight. You got people that are verified on Twitter, analysts, sports reporters, in 1 hour Kevin Durant's going to announce he's going to come to the Knicks. You got me thinking on Twitter, you got all these people posting screenshots and pics of Kevin Durant following Alonzo Trio like that meant to fuck anything. And this man's going to Brooklyn. Out of all places. Oh yeah, they're coming to New York. Just not the New York spot I wanted them to come to. Now I understand the Nets made the playoffs and goody, we're coming back. We're the Brooklyn Nets. We have a solid foundation. That's some nonsense. Stop all the foolishness. You got to the playoffs, got bounced out the first round. You have the worst attendance in the NBA. To even get to Barclays Centers is already a pain in the ass. Not saying Madison Square Garden is better, but to be honest, I prefer getting to Madison Square Garden than to get into Barclays because I already know the freaking trip I gotta get to just to get to Barclays. All that being said, you take your talents to the Warriors like the snake you are. You left the Thunder after leading 3-1. Take your talents to the better team that just won 73 games. You put your ass over there. You win a couple finals. Okay, cool, but you had a stacked team. And the one thing you can do to solidify your legacy, you know it. Everybody, we all know what the fuck going on here. Everybody knows what Kevin Durant has to do if he wants to be that all-time great. And of course, he's still going to be an all-time great. But we know what the fuck going on here. We already know. If you come to the Knicks and win, That's all you have to do is come to the Knicks. Listen, just get to the finals. I just need a finals appearance, man. Now, of course, we need a playoffs appearance, but I've seen the playoffs. I just need a finals appearance, please. Eastern Conference Finals, whatever it is, come here and do that. I know he's got a ruptured Achilles. We know this already. It's still Kevin Durant. It's a huge risk. We know this already. But come to the Knicks and you'll be a great. Free meals. We're going to roll out the red carpet. You already know the deal if you come to the Knicks, man. You already know the deal. Instead, you go to the Brooklyn Nets. I just cannot believe that the day has come to where a team that used to be in New Jersey, and I'm tired of hearing people say, Brooklyn is where it's at. Brooklyn is the hot spot now. This is going to be the hottest ticket in sports. Where? This team was just in New Jersey. And where they played at is not even that far from New York. So if you weren't even interested in the Nets before, why do you think Brooklyn is going to be a huge change now? Because Brooklyn has its team? Listen, Brooklyn Nets are the only team in New York that doesn't have New York in front of it. Why do you think that is? I mean, all the second fiddle teams in New York, the New York Mets, New York Rangers, the New York Jets, all of them have New York except the Brooklyn Nets. Because Brooklyn, we already know what I tell you right now, we already know what the fuck going on, bro. But anyways, man, I'm disgusted at Kevin Durant. I hope Kevin Durant doesn't win on the Nets. I hope Kyrie Irving doesn't win on the Nets. I hope the Nets fail miserably because I'm salty. I ain't gonna lie. I'm salty. And I want the Nets to suffer. I want those niggas to be healthy and I want them to lose every year on this team. I want them to be the biggest chemistry problems on that team so I can be laughing from far away. But anyways, I also want Kawhi to the Lakers because now I'm being a real bitch-ass salty NBA Knicks fan. But anyways, man, we had some reports that apparently James Dolan didn't want to sign, Kevin Durant to a max contract. Listen, James Dolan is a foolish man, man. He's a foolish man. And I don't even know. They even got DeAndre Jordan. Like, I don't even understand why DeAndre Jordan just went there like that. It's weird because Kevin Durant and Kyrie, I think they took less so DeAndre Jordan could even sign there. So I don't know what James Dolan is literally a fool, man. He is a fool. Like, I guess he really is the problem, man. I literally think he really might be the problem. Every time I say to people, oh, don't worry about James Dolan. He's going to take a step back. He's not going to get into the way of the Knicks. Every single time his name comes up. I mean, you got him removing fans out the stadium. You got him removing former players out the stadium. Please. You got him going on talk shows saying his best interest is in the interest of the majority shareholder. This man is out of control, man. But anyways, like I've said, he said he didn't want to sign Kevin Durant to a max. Whatever, man. This dude is done. I'm literally done with James Dolan. He's a fool now. He's an idiot. Anyways, the Knicks went on to sign a couple of pieces. The first piece they signed was Julius Randle. 3 years, $63 million. They actually got a team option at the end of this. I don't know how they got a team option, but the moves the Knicks made are solid moves. They're not signing anyone to any insane contracts. These are not long-term deals. These deals allow for some flexibility. So they signed Randle 3 years. Randle just averaged 21 points per game last year. And Randle is actually one of the people who I didn't want the Lakers to trade because to me, Randle was a huge part of the Lakers' success. So now that we got Randle, I'm glad. We still got Mitchell Robinson. We signed Taj Gibson. I don't really like that signing. Listen, Taj Gibson is cool and all, but really, I don't think we need Taj. Just develop young players, stay the course. Taj Gibson, of course, you had to use the money, But it's like, okay, I guess now Bobby Portis is a signing I like, but after I found out the Knicks signed Randall and Taj Gibson, now we're signing Bobby Portis, it's like, all right, okay, nigga. I think that's enough on the forwards right there. But Bobby Portis is a good guy. 2 years, $31 million. Solid contract again. Not a long-term contract, not a crazy contract, but it's definitely worth the contract for the player you're getting. Then we signed Reggie Bullock. Again, not a bad contract, short-term contract. Pretty solid value. Then Wayne Ellington. Wayne Ellington is kind of getting older, but even his contract, 2 years for $16 million, isn't that crazy. So all these contracts the Knicks signed are contracts that allow flexibility, short-term deals, 2 years, which has another free agent class, because I think next year's free agent class is a pretty terrible. So I'm not mad, man. Knicks got RJ Barrett. We still got Kevin Knox, Mitchell Robinson, Dennis Smith Jr. All we have to do is play with our young players. Use these players that we got. The Knicks are definitely going to be better next season. Are they going to be in the playoffs? No. Are they still going to be a lottery team? Well, if you're not in the playoffs, you are a lottery team, so yes. Are they going to get a top 10 pick? Most likely. So, all in all, what the Knicks did, they got better. They're still young. They're not cap strapped. Got RJ Barrett. We have a promising future, and I think the main point is the Knicks just have to create a foundation. Just make it look like you're actually running an organization, Make it look like the organization is clear, it's solid, it has a path on its hands, and that's all we gotta do. But I will say this because the NBA looks like a bunch of super teams forming up right now, and Kemba Walker went to the Celtics. I mean, there's a whole bunch of moves that took place. D'Angelo, and you know what's interesting? I don't understand why the Knicks didn't at least try to sign D'Angelo Russell. Like, I don't think D'Angelo Russell's a bad player. He made the All-Star team last year. He's a solid player. I understand we have Dennis Smith Jr., but D'Angelo's better than Dennis Smith. And I think personally, D'Angelo might have a little higher ceiling than Dennis Smith. Maybe just a little bit higher. So it's like, D'Angelo's out there. D'Angelo's a solid player who I think you can get on a... Well, I guess the Knicks didn't want to be cap strapped. So I guess they didn't really want to offer D'Angelo 4 years for what? I guess I understand that. I guess I could understand that. But now the Warriors have him. The Warriors have Curry. Still got Clay. Lost Iguodala. So it's interesting what has happened in the NBA. But I will say one last thing, right? After seeing Kevin Durant go to the Nets and Kyrie go to Indiana, just so disgusting, man. All I gotta say is, I gotta give this nigga credit. This nigga right here, Carmelo Anthony. Melo. I gotta give that nigga credit, bro. I gotta give him credit. He actually wanted to come to New York. He forced a trade to New York to win in New York because he was tired of the Nuggets. He wanted to win in New York. He was a free agent. He became a free agent. And he signed a contract extension with the Knicks in free agency. After he could have gone to any other team. He could have gone to the Bulls with Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was there. Carlos Boozer, Joakim. He could have went to the Bulls. He could have went to the Lakers. He could have went to any of those teams back when he was a free agent. And instead, he decided to stay with the Knicks. Like, after all the criticism this nigga gets, everything that this nigga has been tarnished for, everything about people saying he's a ball stopper, he's selfish, he's a ball hog. I work at this tennis place, and I got people saying that Melo is garbage, man. He don't want to give the ball up. Yeah, sure. He played in the old day of the NBA where ISO was predominant. Now it's more about ball movement, shooting threes, little less ISO. But in the end, it's like, bro, Carmelo Anthony forced a trade to the Knicks. Then he signed a long-term extension to the Knicks. He gave the Knicks his heart and pride, gave the Knicks his heart and soul. And then, even a few weeks ago, a month ago, he said he wouldn't even, mind returning to the Knicks. Like, are you kidding me? This is the one superstar player that we've had in the past decade. The only one we've had. And it's crazy that he's went through all that scrutiny, all that trash from James Dolan, and we're out here putting shame on his name, man. After this free agency, I realized people that come to New York, they deserve respect, man. Like, we're not easy fans to deal with. We're not easy people to deal with. The ownership definitely isn't easy to deal with. So everyone in the comment section, put a shout out to Carmelo Anthony, man. I mean, yeah, he's doing some reckless stuff on the side, but when it comes to basketball, he did Knicks right, man. But anyways, man, oh man, I guess we're gonna be waiting a couple more years, bro. I mean, I'm getting scared, man. I'm literally getting scared because Stephen A. Smith hasn't seen the Knicks win in 50 years. He was I think he said he was 5 years old when the Knicks won. Yo, if I have to wait till I'm 60 for the Knicks to win, like right now in my life, I'm in my prime. Maybe not on YouTube, of course, but just in general, I'm in my prime right now. And I've seen the Yankees win, the Giants win. I've seen the Rangers, I think they made the Stanley Cup one year. Like, the Knicks haven't done anything. It's just sad. Even the Mets made the World Series a couple years ago. I mean, goodness gracious, man. But anyways, man, let me know what you think in the comment section. Leave a like for more. I'm out for now. Peace.